It surprised you a little bit. You know you're on the top of the scouting report for what you can do beyond the arc. Is there something specific your teammates are doing to get you those looks?
Honestly, no. I think, like, there's nothing specific that we have to do to get one individual open. It's kind of just like we just run what we do, you know, like we do what we do, and within that, everybody's going to get an open shot, you know. The ball's going to find the right person. So I kind of just wait patiently, and I know that it's going to come because everybody cuts hard, everybody plays hard, and it opens up another person. So that's the fun of, you know, playing in our style, in our system.
I'm sure you might have already been asked about it, but your look away, big pointer there on the base or the sideline. Just what was going through your head when you did that? And did you know that you were gonna?
Honestly, I just when I turned around, I was waiting for the guy in front of me to react so I could know if it was going in or not. I was just waiting to see if he was gonna give me some, you know, like reaction. So he finally put a hand up and was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, we're good."
Have you ever done that in the game before?
Yeah, I have. Occasionally, I was saying, you know, it's gonna happen here and there. It kind of just happens off instinct. So I never plan it; it just happens.
So when you know it's going,
yeah. Sometimes as a shooter, you just know that there's no way it's not going in.
A lot of media outlets have you listed as the best three-point shooter in the country. How do you react to that, and is that something you're paying attention to?
Honestly, it's something that, like, these past 2 years, like, I'm blessed to, you know, have that title and everything, but I don't pay so much attention to it. You know, I'm always focused on what I have to do as a player for my team to succeed, what we have to do as a team. You know, I'm always just looking to win, and within that, I play my best. You know, people free me up. And we all just, you know, we love playing with each other, you know, so I know that anytime I'm open, those guys are confident and they trust in me a lot and they're willing to pass it. And as a shooter, that's all you want. You know, you want to have the confidence and trust from your teammates.
The team gelled so well tonight, it seems like, in the first game. Was there a moment maybe this summer or leading up to it where you kind of clicked in your guys' brain like, all right, it can always be like this?
I think probably just like early in the summer, just playing with each other, our first scrimmage, seeing everything in live action and seeing how fast everything is. And it was definitely, it's a lot easier now because the fatigue component isn't as strong as it was before. You know, when we first started, it was like, man, we were exhausted. We weren't used to playing this way. But, you know, as you keep doing it with time, it definitely gets easier and you get used to it. And it's so much fun. Like I've been saying this at the beginning of the summer since I was watching it outside of practice and playing it in and out. Like, it's super fun style to play.
To have a big like Amari with so much stuff in his bag, how does that open up the game for the rest of the players?
Man, thank you, God. that man is special, man. He opens it up like crazy for us because it's not often that you have a 7-foot dude that's able to bring down the ball for rebound and, you know, find the open man every time, you know, make decisions for himself, for others. He's a great playmaker, and like I said, he's just a blessing to this team, honestly.
Have you played with anyone like him before?
No,
his size? No,
not at all. Nobody that tall, to be honest. I've never played with a 7-footer, and definitely not with his skill set.
Koby, Coach called it Kentucky Magic, and Otega said it was like writing a movie script. Then you all scored 41 on the first night, Coach.
Like I said, only God could write that story, man. It's unbelievable, honestly. Like, for him to get his first win, you know, in the place that he loves the most, and to do it by 41 points, his jersey number, like, that's honestly unbelievable.
How cool was it to see that trophy that he got and you guys kind of giving him some love there?
It was amazing, you know, just because I know as a coach he's always looking for the next thing, you know what I mean? But sometimes you got to cherish those moments, and I'm happy that, you know, he was able to take in that moment with his team and with Rupp Arena, with the BBN in front of him, and it's amazing for him. I'm so happy for him.
How big is the defense been for you guys? Obviously, you know, missed shots is going to get your offense going, but forcing those turnovers, those steals there, key, that seems to just kind of be a hack that you guys are just going to get lucky.
Yeah, defense is huge for us just because I feel like every team just thinks like, oh, these guys are just all about offense. You know, that's all you see on social media. The coach posts offense, the system, they're fast, they're shooters. But, man, we have a lot of dudes that can really guard the ball, and that's something that we prioritize like as equal, maybe even more as the offensive end, you know, because we know that sometimes we're going to need that to win games, you know. Our shooting is not always going to carry the load for us, and we're going to have to lean on our defense sometimes.
They might be expecting you guys to score 100 every game. So you better be ready for that.
Honestly, I think I'm expecting it too at this point.
For you guys to have, you know, this game and the two exhibitions where things still look so comfortable, I mean, Amari said that's kind of just, it doesn't matter who you guys play, it's just kind of the way you guys are going to look. And obviously games are going to get tough, but, do you feel like you guys have something where you can really get these high totals every game?
At the end of the day, we trust our coaches and we trust our system. What they focus so much. They spend a lot of time on game planning for the other team, what we're going to do defensively and offensively. And as players, we trust it. We know that they want to win just as bad as us, and so we just lean on them.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
You seem very calm and comfortable and confident when you're inside the arc as well. You know, as a three-point shooter, but you have more to that to your game. How does that help you or make you more difficult to defend when you can cut inside and be confident when you're at the basket, not rushing yourself?
Parking lots, the gates are closed. The only way you can get out is towards, Broadway? Towards the Langley Garage, and exit on that skinny road. So just so everyone knows.
Yeah, I think I think that was something that I focused on a lot this summer, just evolving from a shooter to all-around player. And I continue to be labeled as a shooter, and I don't want to be more than that. I know that it's going to get harder to get those types of shots, and people are going to keep closing out hard. So now it's the next thing. What am I going to do now to not just be a shooter, not just be able to not be easy to guard. And the coach has done a really good job with that, and I think I'm finally able to show it a little bit.
I mean, have you heard maybe people or critics say that that's all you do? You're just a shooter. I mean, is that something that bothers you?
Yeah, it does a little bit because as a player, I know what I'm capable of doing. I know that there's a lot more to my game, but obviously that's what I do best. So I understand why they might feel that way. But at the end of the day, as a player, you just want to keep evolving, keep growing. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job of that, and thanks to the coaches for that. And it never stops, so you just got to keep going.
You're obviously very comfortable being the sixth man, having done it at Dayton so well. But did you have any conversations with Pope ahead of the season about your role and if you were going to come off the bench, and what were those talks like?
So to be honest, we didn't talk about it much. Everything's earned. And it's something that, I told him, it's something I don't really care about, if I'm being honest. As long as I'm in the game and I'm able to have an impact in my way, in my shape and form, that I'm good. At the end of the day, I'm a competitor. I love playing the game. I love the game of basketball. I love my teammates, and I just want to be out there. So whatever role I'm given, I'm going to accept it. And I'm going to try my best to just do my best at, anytime I'm in the game. So.
How does it feel to get the first one out of the way?
It feels great, getting that win for Coach Pope, first one at Kentucky. So it meant a lot to us. So it was a good game.
What do you think about that trophy you got there at the end?
Yeah, that's something I've never seen before. I guess it's a Kentucky tradition, but it was great to see that. They acknowledged that. So
how cool was it just to kind of shower him and just give him a lot of love there? You guys were working hard over this offseason.
Yeah, just all the things he's done for us, just to see that everyone just kind of congratulate him, especially in the locker room when we were water shouting. So yeah, it was great feeling.
Sparks and nothing to see where the fast break, especially in the system, and
just trusting. I knew he was gonna do that. Just I know that they're gonna make plays, so just finding them, just bringing energy. I feel like anyone can do that on any given night, and today was me. So I'm glad I have.
How big was the defense for you guys to, a lot of steals? You guys got a couple blocks, but those steals and you guys kind of pushing it. And how much does the defense kind of turn in the offense for you guys?
It helps a lot. Everyone's seen the last couple of games. It was Lamont, tonight was Otega. He got the great steals when they was going on a run. So just seeing him shut it down and kind of flip the run, give it to us, it changed the game ultimately. So it was great that we have players like that who can do it. So.
To have 30 assists shows the sign of a mature ball club that no one's selfish here.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole point about offense being unselfish. We got great shooters. Every time a great shooter has an open shot, he passes it to the other shooter. So it's just, knowing that no one really has that ego and that unselfish play is great. It makes our team work. So.
Amari, to kind of scare obviously come out today and those 2 minutes you got that take done. Operating 100%.
I was kind of shaky coming into the game, but as soon as I stepped out on the court for the warm-up, felt the BB and energy, I guess all my pain just went away. So that's something special about this place, helped me throughout the game. And I didn't have any pain throughout the game, so just keeping myself in the training room, getting treatment on it, it's going to be a long thing in the long run. So.
Was the atmosphere what you thought it might be, a first regular season game for everybody on this court?
it surprises me every night we have a game. Even those loud bangs before the game caused a lot of us by surprise, kind of scared us. But, you know, it was a great atmosphere for sure.
So you guys are going to score 100 every game?
I mean, that's our goal. The way we shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens every game. So
Just how's offense kind of continues to look easy for you guys. And there are some tough games coming up, obviously, some tougher teams. But for you guys to look this comfortable offensively now with 3 games, how good is that and encouraging?
I mean, I don't think it matters who we play. The offense we have is always going to run the same. Just the way we cut, the way we shoot, find open players. I feel like it's just that the way we play as a team just kind of works against anyone. So it'll be fun to see how it works against some of the other teams. But, you know, game by game, so we got to see how it works against Bucknell and things like that. So.
Amari, this is the first time we've talked to you since the injury. How scary of a moment was that for you last week when that happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. It was tough after the game. You know, I couldn't really walk on it, couldn't run. So for me, I kind of thought it was for the worst, but, you know, got everything back. The MRI scan, everything was in place. So it was just about me feeling comfortable, feeling confident in my knee. And, you know, the trainers and strength coaches we have did a great job helping me throughout the past couple of days and the show tonight. So.
Coach said that you would probably say your ball handling is very, you know, one of your better skills. How important is your ball handling for you to be able to push the pace and get up and down the floor and start the offense?
Yeah, it's something I've always been able to do. It's just, you know, if you're allowed to do it and just kind of how it works within the team. But, I mean, same with BG, the way we both just in the trail able to dribble over and find the open shooter or the cutter, I feel like it helps offense a lot. So, yeah.
It seems like in this day and age with this type of game, you need to have a big that can handle the ball like yourself. Is that something that you've developed in recent years, or is that something that's kind of always been in your body?
I've always kind of handled the ball, especially from high school. We didn't really have a position in high school because you don't know where you're going to grow. So I guess that's something I've always been able to do. So, and this offense fits perfectly, so it's great.
How's playing here kind of refined any of those skills, you know, handling the ball, shooting, you know, maybe dribbling, anything like that?
Yeah, I feel like that's the reason I came here, and just the, you know, the trust Pope had in me from the jump. So with my passing and just being able to handle the ball, I feel like those are the 2 things what help my position the most, especially in this offense too. So it means a lot.
13 rebounds tonight. What do you guys take pride in defensively?
Just not letting them get to the middle, not letting them get to the rim, and just not letting them get offensive rebounds either. So I feel like tonight we did a good job on that. I don't think they got that many, but as a team we rebounded good. So yeah, that's the main thing.
I guess it's one thing to want to make a good impression in the first game, but you're kind of surprised by how smooth you all were on both ends. Really, you know, just shooting well, finding each other, you know, 30 assists on 39 baskets.
Yeah, I mean, we've run that every day since June, so it's kind of tough to kind of find those back doors in practice or the open shooters in practice because we both know what's going to happen. So coming out against another opponent, we was kind of waiting for this moment. I was kind of glad it came. And just, you know, you kind of find it easy out there to get each other open. So, you know.
What do you think of Koby's look away?
I didn't realize he did that till he told me in the locker room after. But yeah, that's crazy. That's just the confidence he has in shooting. You know, the best 3-point shooter in college basketball. So yeah.
It even looked like it looks very comfortable inside the perimeter as well. What have you seen from him in terms of being able to get to the rim and just kind of be patient with himself and not rush shots when he's inside?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows he's a great 3-point shooter. So just him having the confidence to get in the paint and draw fouls, land on 2, and just, you know, be able to score them layups changes the team a lot, and it helps him as well. So glad he can do that.
Kind of like you said, 30 assists, 39. Can you talk just about the selflessness of this specific group?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, everyone's looking for the next man. You know, whether someone has an open shot or open leg, we'll kick it out just to whoever's open and whoever's feeling it in the moment. So I feel like that's one of the great things about this team and what makes us work. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Mark, can you touch on what it was like your first game at Rupp Arena, first regular season game at Rupp, and what are you looking forward to for next Saturday and the season going on for fans?
Yeah, I mean, they did what they always do. You know, what everyone thinks BBN is true. So the community out here and how they show up for every game is crazy, and it gives us a lot of energy too, especially tonight. So yeah, we hope they do that for the rest of the season, and, you know, be thankful for them a lot. So.
I hear you say you gave Popo like a Gatorade bath or a water
shower. Yeah.
What was just the vibe like in the locker room? Did y'all wait for him to come in and surprise him, or how was that?
It was funny because I feel like one of the coaches told him that he was going to do that. So he came in with his water bottles ready and was just kind of throwing the water everywhere. But, you know, it's great to have that memory of the guys, that feeling. So yeah, that was great.
When you were maybe envisioning how this game will play out tonight, did it meet your expectations, or were there any surprises?
I don't think there was any surprises. With this team, anyone can, do anything on any given night. Whether it's the group who did it today is not going to be the same on Saturday. So just knowing that anyone can do that and just having fun out there, having energy playing for the guys that's the only thing I expect from every game.
The win is in the books. Otega, how does it feel?
It feels great. We've just been working so hard for this, and just being able to go out there in front of BBN is huge, and then obviously we put on the show. I feel so it was really fun.
Does it feel different at all when it's a real game that really counts?
The low-key do, just knowing that we want to know now. So that feels good, and then the atmosphere was just crazy. The pregame was a little different. You heard the boos and stuff like that. So it feels different for sure.
And to get the first win of the Pope era, what was it like to celebrate with your head coach right afterwards?
Oh, it was huge. I know you saw his suit might be a little damp, but yeah, it was big time. Enjoyed it. Yeah.
What about Koby's turnaround, unleashing his inner Steph?
Yeah, I didn't know he did that until we got back into the locker room. But I glad he did that last year. He shot it and started talking smack to him before he even went in. So I'm not even surprised he did it. But
what does it say to have a dude as confident as a shooter and as consistent of a shooter as Koby out there with you?
It's fun. It's just all these guys, they could really knock you down and they're confident in it. So one, it's easier to get assists, and it's just fun seeing how well these guys shoot it.
To have 30 assists on just 39 baskets, what does it mean for the team to be able to share the ball that well?
It's huge. That's kind of our philosophy, just letting the ball work for us instead of us doing one-on-one plays and trying to force something. So just getting all them assists was huge for us because that's what we do.
Well, the awareness of where everybody is on the court seems really high for this group, especially so early in the season. Was there anything specific you all did this offseason to work on that?
Just coming every day to practice, ready to play and get better. Because obviously we know it's a new group, so we just got to make sure that our chemistry is uptight. And we did all this work in the fall and in the summer, so that was kind of it.
It's clear you guys can, score the ball, but can you talk about your defensive identity and what you think tonight proved?
That we're great on both sides of the ball. If the ball's not going in on offense, we can create our offense on defense too. So, just being good on both sides of the ball is huge for us because we got a lot of weapons.
So talk about that offense on defense and being able to turn things around as quick and as fast as you do.
It's definitely huge for us. We got two of the best defenders in the country, in Amari and Lamont. So just knowing that they're always going to bring the energy every single time, and be a nightmare for whoever they guarded is huge for us because that just gives us confidence and energy to go out there on offense, to be sharp, and on defense to just make sure to continue to make plays.
How much does it change the dynamic of this offense when Koby's knocking down from three?
I would say it changes a lot because that's just another person that you gotta guard and put all your attention to because there's so many guys that we have on the team that draws attention from a lot of defenders. So that's just adding another person, and when he's going, you pretty much can't stop him. So.
Otega, Coach called it kind of Kentucky magic, but to score a 41-point win, his number, it's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like that's something that only happens in movies, and we're a part of it and it happens, so that's something that I'm going to remember. And I know Pope definitely going to remember it for sure, but that's actually crazy that happened. What are the odds?
I've seen a lot of Kentucky fans be like, man, I didn't know Otega was like that, leading scorer on this team, and how efficient you've been in the exhibitions and again tonight. Did you feel just individually sort of undervalued or underrated coming into this season?
I feel like I've always been underrated, but it don't really bother me because whatever it is I gotta do that's gonna help us win, I'm gonna go do it. If I gotta score, I'll do it. If I gotta defend, pass, anything, I'll do it. But I guess I can say I'm overlooked, but I don't really matter. I just play into it.
When does it register with you in real time that you have a mismatch, you have an advantage, I'm getting downhill and I'm finishing?
I would just say whenever I'm in transition, I see someone backpedaling, or if they're trying to guard me below the three, then that's just giving me an angle to get downhill and just allow me to get more speed. So that's just really what I'm looking at.
Do you feel there's many people out there that can kind of stop you one-on-one in an ISO type of deal?
Shoot, I don't know. I'm confident in myself and the work I put in, so I'm not gonna say there is, but yeah, that's just one of my strengths, honestly.
It's like, have you played with or against a guy like Amari at that size that can bring the ball up the court that way, kind of like a point center?
I really haven't. He like a unicorn pretty much. He just makes the offense so much easier for us because one, he's gonna block it at the top of the backboard, then catch it, bring it down, get us into our offense. So, I mean, that takes so much pressure off of the guards when you have a big that can do that. So, I mean, we value him a lot for sure.
Is he the best ball handler you've ever seen at that height?
Who, Amari?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like top 3 for sure.
Who are the other two?
I play with some good players. They in the league right now. I say Jalen Duren up there. Derek can handle it too. So, but Amari, yeah, he definitely top 3.
Otega, is it surprising at all that you guys are as seemingly together this early in the season with the brand new group?
I feel like we could still even get better. This is definitely something that's good. Like, we're going in the right direction, but we definitely still have so much work to do. But I would say we're all older, so we know like what it takes to win. So you have to like kind of build that relationship and camaraderie quickly. So we kind of did that all summer, just knowing that if we're comfortable with each other off the court, it's going to help on the court.
You guys going to score 100 every game?
We gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, so just continue to be more physical and aggressive when it comes to that, and then just sharpening our offense as well. Like, obviously we had a couple plays that maybe we didn't look like us, but I mean that comes with time. It's the first game, so we have so much more to get into.
You guys going to score 100 every game?
I hope. I mean, the way everyone shoots on this team, I mean, it's possible. But I mean, today was great.
Speaking of shooting, most people coming in the season looked at you as a defensive guy, the way you attacked the basket. Tonight you went 3 of 3 from behind the arc. What kind of do you have in that bag there, that part of your bag?
I mean, just working in the summer. I feel like I could do a lot of things on the court and just continue to show it, because obviously I got that label of being a defender. But I mean, whatever it is that I got to go out there and do, hit shots, be a defender, I could do it. So
as good as Lamont is on guarding the ball tonight, you had 3 steals as well, had 2 last game in the exhibition. How tough does that have to make it for another offense when you've got the guards being guarded by guys like you?
Very tough. I feel like that's kind of what it is for us. Like, we have Lamont at the 1, me at the 2, and then Amari at the 5, which is 3 great defenders. So, I mean, it's kind of like competing. It's like kind of like a little competition within yourselves. Like, knowing that you have all these great defenders, like you want to show that you're a great defender as well. So, I mean, that just kind of gives us a spark.
Obviously, forcing missed shots gets you offense going, but to get this many turnovers, the steals, then it's just a hack. I mean, you guys are just set. So how important has it been for you guys to get those steals, especially down the perimeter, and force those turnovers to get everything else going?
It's huge because, I mean, we're so great offensively that a lot of teams will probably try and attack us or like try to ISO us so many times. So just knowing that we're good on offense and good on defense is huge for our identity. So, I mean, we're just going to continue to go out there and just be aggressive on both ends, do the things that we can control, which I can always bring the energy, be aggressive on the defensive end along with the offensive. So just staying locked in on both sides.